Oh, Sunday morning, you start off with a couple of beers, Bush beers, and then you go into your food. You got some drumsticks there. So you have some ribs seasoned. My mom just told me this morning I barbecue a lot. But you got some seasoned ribs. You got some seasoned drumsticks. What would barbecue be without the American classic? The American classic is always to have baked beans with them. Yeah, so we're doing comic book kitchen again. So you got baked beans, ribs, and chicken, beer. Then you go over here. You have the beginning of the macaroni, homemade macaroni from scratch. This is not going to be Kraft in the box. This is going to be scratch, straight up. All right, let's stick around and let's see how this absolutely work out. Awesome. And this is the end result. You got macaroni and cheese. You got baked beans. You got ribs and chicken. I didn't put enough ribs on that because I didn't want to overdo it. But oh yeah, got to get into it. What's up, comic book peeps? I'm very hyped up, man. It's been a while since I've actually did hardcore gritty collecting from the comic book shop. I got a lot of glare on this video. Let's see if we can get that glare off of there. Um, yeah, that's a lot cooler because I got like a lot of natural light behind me. But yeah, man, I've been busy. Usually I don't go I stopped going into the comic book shops, and I've actually been buying like a lot of action figures, like this Danny Moonstar, who's with New Mutants. I definitely love her. Nice Native American action figure. I think that's her first time that she's been released in the Marvel Legends form, the New Mutants. Definitely got to get Cannonball. Cannonball started off in New Mutants, but he's more known for, what is it, X-Force with Cable. And this is a nice Namor that I bought last year on my tax return. Very cool, old school. Those are my favorites over those, but I definitely love those more. The old school Toy Biz because they come with the comic book, diorama, stuff like that. So without further ado, let's get into what I picked up because I'm very excited. You guys ready to do an old school comic book haul? All right, let's do this. So all of these can go absolutely for main events. I used to do a lot of. I used to wait till the end of the video to do your main events for you, but actually all of these that's in this haul can go for a main event. And the first one I like to start off with is Darth Vader. This is from the first run, and that's an Addy Gradoff cover, so you definitely know when it comes to Addy Gradoff, I'm a huge, huge fan. A huge, huge fan. I think his artwork is second to none. He's like right behind Adam Hughes, if you ask me, as far as realism, as far as just all around great artwork to collect. But this is the first printing of Darth Vader, number one from the first time Marvel released, or Disney released, Disney released Darth Vader comic book. So very cool. I found it for probably, I think it was like, yeah, it was 225. Excuse my sexy fingers, but along with this Star Wars, I went a little Star Wars crazy. So you guys ready? All right, let's do this. There it is. Wow, like Darth Maul number one from the fourth part series. What more can I say besides that? Darth Maul is everything. You know what I'm saying? Like my favorite Sith Lord of all time will always be Darth Vader. But I got a soft spot for Darth Maul. Matter of fact, I'm just a huge Star Wars fan anyway. So you ask me about any character in the Star Wars universe, I damn near tell you all of them are my favorite, from Darth Maul to Boba Fett to Jabba the Hutt. You know, anybody. You know what I'm saying? Even his brother Savage Opress. I'm very uh, passionate about. And Savage Opress is basically Darth Maul in with green with yellow makeup. But yeah, I found this Darth Maul four-part miniseries number one for $1.25. And the crazy thing is, I already have this paperback, but I've always wanted it in comic book form. But I said, hey, nobody would never let that out of that collection. But Lord and behold, when I went in Second and Charles, I found it. That's why I love Second and Charles so much. And speaking of this Darth Maul, and this episode of Direct Edition is brought to you by my absolute favorite Darth Maul from China. All right, so yeah, I got number one. Allow my sex experience to interrupt the video because I'm super excited. But I didn't stop there. What else did you get, Fred? I got Lord Maul number two. How you like that in your indie corner? This is your indie corner because this is Dark Horse. So I got Lord Maul number two or Darth Maul number two. Look at, oh my God, just look at the realism. Not only did I was able to lucky son of a gun to get number two, but I got a cool Lord Maul. I keep calling him Lord Maul because that's what Sidious called him. Darth Maul number three. He's on his that speeder bike. And you think I could plug in the holes and plug in the gaps to get number four? Let's see. Was I that lucky? Yes, I was that lucky, peeps. Absolutely picked up all four Darth Maul comic books for $1.25 a piece. Matter of fact, these were free because they had buy five, get five free. And you ready, Leonard 17K Hudson and Big Brother Rig? When I found these, I went ape nuts and I giggled like a dolphin because, you know, I'm a huge Darth Maul fan, hence the fake Darth Maul from China. So, yeah, that's all. I'm all Star Wars out as far as this haul. You got Darth Vader, Darth Maul 1, 2, 3, and 4. You rarely are you able to collect the whole series, but I did. And the thing was that the guy that was bringing them out, bringing out some new comic books, he was like, hey, these are brand new. And I was like, hey, well, I'm right here to, you know, snatch what I need out of it. I love getting to it first. I hate when people just pluck out the number one and leave the rest. But I got a complete series. And I'm more happy. I'm just as happy about this as getting the Apocalypse versus Dracula run. Finally finished that run after 10 years, and in one day I swooped up and got all four of these. So awesome. Okay, so along with being Star Wars heavy, my haul was very Batman heavy. I didn't realize it till I got home, but yeah, it's heavy Batman. So I might split up these hauls in two videos because I don't want to go over 10 minutes. But here's my next one. I usually don't do it like this, but I'm going to go ahead and put it there live for you. And that is Detective Comics, the Looney Tune variant. Now, I didn't realize that this was a Looney Tune variant at first because of the way they did the characters. I guess they drew the characters like Looney Tunes, which I don't like. I like when the Looney Tune variants allow the characters to be themselves in the comic book, and then you just interject the Looney Tune character, which is Daffy Duck. It's Daffy Duck. Yeah, it's Daffy Duck. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's still cool though. It's still a Looney Tune variant. I'm knocking them away. I'm not sure if I have the Harley Quinn in that big red hairy thing, but I definitely want that one. I think she puts his hair in ponytails. But yeah, cool, very cool Looney Tune variant. Glad to have it in my collection. I'm not gonna knock it away. And I noticed one thing, brother Samuel Trejo. It's almost like he's reading manga, Batman in manga form. But awesome. Anyway, so that was another cool addition to the collection. So very awesome. All right, so let's keep going because we don't have that much time. And look at this, peeps. Cool Alex Ross Catwoman cover. Well, you can't beat that, and that's right around the time of Batman R.I.P. when Alex Ross was just drawing all the Batman covers. So those covers are out of sight. If not uh, Adam Hughes, Alex Ross, you know what I'm saying. So as far as my favorite artists of all time, it would definitely be Jim Lee from my childhood, and right after that is Adam Hughes. But I think Alex Ross and Eddie Gradoff is in that same category with Adam Hughes. It's just that in particular love Adam Hughes. So speaking of that, let's break from Batman because I have a couple Batman books. We'll probably throw all those in the next video. But I'm gonna give you a Holy Grail and a main event at the same time, and here it is. Okay, peeps. Yeah, this might be a normal book for you, but for me, I'm a huge Adam Hughes fan. I swear I'm a huge Adam Hughes fan because I have all my comic books in chronological order, alphabetical order, all of them in their own boxes. But I'm thinking about creating an Adam Hughes box because I love his artwork that much. I used to be crazy over Jim Lee like that, but I think the reason why I'm crazy over Adam Hughes is because he's very exclusive. You won't see him like just everywhere. It's like rare that you find his covers, and when you find his covers, pick them up. But this is Betty and Veronica, number 2. And when I saw it, I automatically looked for this symbol. Where is it? It's right there. I looked for the AH. And once I saw that, man, I went freaking crazy. And I've got some grails in this run, but that was one of them. And I definitely love Adam Hughes. So that's your first main event brought to you. And definitely the Darth Mauls are definitely main event worthy because, Darth Maul is very popular, but very cool. Adam Hughes, very cool. Betty and Veronica. Might be a normal book to some people, but to me and to other people that's huge Adam Hughes fans, this is a good find and only for $1. All right, so let's keep going. Okay, so this is Superman Batman number 26. This is a more hard to get copy. This book probably is around like, $10 off the shelf, but this is a more rare one to get. They have another one with Robin and Superboy on the front. This is one. This is a issue where I forget who passed away, but it was an artist's son, and this is a Michael Turner cover, which is very creepy because eventually after this, like shortly after this, he passed away. I think Michael Turner had leukemia, but this is a very cool book to always get. This is my second copy, and I think if I see it again, I might pass, but because I have two. But I definitely was happy to pick this up again and add it to the collection. It might be my third copy, I'm not sure. But I definitely need to start picking up this book. But very cool cover and very awesome. And now let's go to your main event so we can close out the video. You ready for it? All right, let's do your main event. And here it is in all this glory. I would have known about this book, and I sure enough wouldn't have known about this other book if it wasn't for watching you guys' channels. Um, I picked that one up and didn't even realize that it was the first appearance of Ventriloquist. But I just knew that it was a book to have. And this book, I was second guessing. I was like, is that? And when I got home, I Googled it because the cell phone service is horrible in the Second and Charles. But yes, this is the first appearance of Miss Martian. And definitely glad to have this in my collection. It's not a pricey book, but it's still a first appearance. I wouldn't say it's a minor key because she's real big in the Teen Titans, and so like all they have to do is like make a movie and this book will blow up. It did blow up for a while, but then it went back down. But when I saw it in the comic book shop, peeps, I definitely had to hold on to it just in case if it was her first appearance, and I was very happy to realize that it was her first appearance. So very cool. Awesome cover. Just glad to be a collector and glad to know you guys, because if I didn't know you guys, a lot of these grails or a lot of these key books would pass me by and I wouldn't even know. But I do my homework by studying you guys' channels. All right? All right, let's do this. Those Darth Mauls are so cool. And so, once again, I'd like to thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Direct Edition. The channel is Fair Hall Direct Edition. Like, subscribe, share. Words of wisdom, focus on the ones that show you love and on the ones that don't show you love. Hey, we're just going to keep on rolling without them. Words of wisdom, hey man, people are always going to find reasons to fear. This new YouTube law has everybody all ups in arms and talking about how they're going to leave YouTube and stuff like that. But for me personally, I don't believe anything until it actually comes, my way. And then I'll deal with it. I mean, you can get the ups on a lot of stuff and it'll make you aware of what's coming. But look, do not fear, because the way they keep humans in order is just pump fear into you. And fear makes you give up your rights. Fear makes you give up your guns. Fear makes you inferior to the person that's putting fear in you. So you should always believe in the fact of you. You should always know that you're a warrior. And no matter if you're scared or not, you stand up to that giant. Okay? And you knock that giant out. So we're not worried about YouTube. We're going to keep on pumping out these videos, age 13 and above or whatever. We're going to do what we got to do, and we're going to get our subscribers up. We're going to do that together. You hear me? All right, peeps. Be safe out there. Stay strong. You're a warrior. Peace.